guys. Welcome to Classic Rock, Country Music Facts and Trivia. Thank you for being here. Today's video is on the Grand Ole Opry. And who did the Grand Ole Opry's first concert? The Grand Ole Opry is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. And while it now stands as one of the most iconic stages in country music history, it all started with a small radio experiment in Nashville that changed country music forever. It began as something simple on November 28th, 1925, when WSM announcer George D. Hay called himself the solemn old judge and introduced championship fiddler Uncle Jimmy Thompson for what became the very first broadcast of WSM Barn Dance. No one knew it at the time, but those early tunes set the groundwork for what would become the longest-running radio show in American history. Hay had come to WSM only weeks earlier, hired for his popularity and his natural showmanship. He had already built a dance barn program in Chicago, so he understood the magic of old-time music played live. That first night, Thompson reportedly played for hours, filling the airwaves with spirited fiddle music. By the end of the broadcast, the WSM Barn Dance, had its identity. By 1927, Hay officially named it the Grand Ole Opry, a playful nod to a more formal program that aired immediately before it. The name stuck, and the audience grew faster than anyone could have imagined. In those first few years, curious fans began showing up in person to watch the show, crowding the hallways of WSM's fifth-floor studios in downtown Nashville. A 500-seat auditorium was eventually built inside the building to contain the crowds, but even that became too small. In 1934, the show moved to Hillsborough Theater, then to the Dixie Tabernacle in 1936, where fans sat on wooden benches. The Tabernacle held more than 3,000 people, which gave the show room to grow. But by 1939, the Opry needed another move. This time, it took over the War Memorial, which had about 2,200 seats, and the shows began charging admission roughly 25 cents. The move had changed everything. Arrived on June 5th, 1943, when the Opry took the stage at the Ryman Auditorium. Those next 31 years would shape the history of country music. The Ryman became the place where careers were launched. In December of 1945, Earl Scruggs made his debut with Bill Monroe's Bluegrass Boys, completing the lineup that created the signature sound of bluegrass. In 1949, a young Hank Williams stepped on the Ryman stage and performed Lovesick Blues, earning 6 encores. Icons Patsy Cline, Johnny Cash, June Carter, and even Elvis Presley all stood under the Ryman lights during those decades. By March 15, 1974, the Opry had one final night at the Ryman before moving into its new custom-built Grand Ole Opry House at Opryland. When the Opry House suffered major damage in May of 2010, a Nashville flood, the show temporarily returned to both the War Memorial and the Ryman, while repairs were continued. When the Opry opened on September 28, 2010, it entered a new era while carrying every bit of its history. Today, the Grand Ole Opry continues to broadcast on 650 AM WSM, inviting new generations to listen to the same way the families did in 1925. As the Opry celebrates its 100th anniversary, it is possible not to think about the very first show. The WSM Barn Dance was small, but it grew into something that shaped Nashville and country music forever. 100 years. And people still kind of stick their nose up in the air to country music for some reason. But I guess there's more of us than there are you. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You guys have a great day. God bless. I'm praying for you.